In this video, I'm going to show you how we are going to extend the jamb and threshold for this exterior door. And if you're new to this channel, my name's Josh. This channel is all about DIY to save a ton of money. So be sure to subscribe, ring that bell so you get notification every time I release a new video, and hammer that like button for me. That's all I ask for making this video. So we got a lot to do today, so let's get started. You may be wondering, why are we extending the jamb on this new door in a new construction house? Well, the reason why that is, we have to do 2x6 walls for the exterior in my area. So because of that, we need to get jambs on the doors to be 6 9/16. And this is for a 2x4 wall. The jamb is 4 9/16. So we got to extend it up higher. And yes, we can order the doors that already have the 6 9/16 jambs, but they're significantly more pricey. So we're going to do a little DIY option to extend the jamb and threshold to be able to install this door in this house. We're going to begin by removing the brick mold that's on the door before we extend the jamb. And to easily begin removing the trim, I usually just take a hammer and hit from the back to lift it up, then take a wonder bar, then pry it off from the jamb. And you'll notice it comes off relatively easy. And you want to pry from the back side, because if you pry from the front side, you can damage this part of the jamb and then you'll see that damage. So I always pry from the back side. Yep. Okay, and you can reuse this trim, but we're actually going to use PVC brick mold because it's a little better and it won't rot. This is the material we're going to use to extend the jamb. All this is 3/4 inch PVC board, and we already ripped it down, cut it to length. We ripped down 2-inch strips. Again, we're going to move it up from a 4 9/16 jamb up to a 6 9/16, so just 2 inches. So now that we have these cut, we're going to secure them to the jamb. I'm going to begin by installing the 37.5 inch piece at the top. Now when we install this, we need to make sure that we are flush to the outside of the jamb, and that's going to give us the proper distance away from the threshold at the bottom. So this is actually going to go right up against it, and I'll show you that more here in a minute. But so we have the same reveal, we're going to go flush with this outside. I'm going to lay it right here where it belongs first. Using quick grip clamps, I'm going to clamp the jamb extension into place. Using a drill with a 3/16 drill bit, I'm going to drill a hole about 1 inch away from each edge and then one in the center so we can place a trim head screw into place to hold the jamb extension on. Using what are called trim screws or trim head screws, these are going to be small enough to go down below the surface without splitting the wood where we pre-drilled it. And the head is small on them, so that's ideal for installation like this so that it's hidden. So I'm going to place a screw in each one of those holes. I can now remove the quick grip clamps and install the sides in the same fashion. When installing the side jamb extensions, we're going to hold it right up tight to the top piece that we placed. And we want to place a screw in from the top into the side first so that it draws it up tight, and then hold it flush to the outside like I explained earlier. As far as the quantity of screws it took to secure the jamb extension, it took 15. I placed 5 on each side, 3 across the top, and then 1 on each end from the top into the side extensions. So you technically do not need a full box of screws to do this. Here's what it looks like when they are all secured, and here's what it looks like when I place the screws from the top extension into the side extensions. As I was explaining earlier, this is why it's important to keep this extension flush with the jamb, is because you can't keep it in because the threshold's hitting there. So we got this tight up against that area, and that's going to be flush with that jamb. And now when we place the extension on later after we set the door, it's going to go down into this area. And because of that, when we install the brick mold, we need to make sure that we install it flush to this extension. And I know if you're a carpenter like me, I always like to place a reveal when I install trim, but in this case you almost can't, because if you install the trim or the brick mold out with a reveal, there's going to be a gap where the threshold meets the brick mold. So in this case, it's a little special case, we got to install it flush with the jamb extension. Because the brick mold is going to be flush with the extension, that means the short point of the 45 to place the trim on is going to be that same length, which is 80 3/4 inch. We're going to cut them, install them, then we'll get the link for the top. I'm going to place the PVC brick mold here, and we could use wood here as well, but we're going with the PVC for the longevity. I'm going to measure up 80 3/4 inch and make a mark. And we're going to mark this side because that's going to be our short point. And then when the 45's cut, that's considered the long point. We're now going to cut to that mark. Now do the same for the other side. So turn the 45 this way. I'm going to place the brick mold right onto the extension. And I'm going to be using a finish nailer, and this has galvanized nails in it. So you want to make sure they're galvanized because they will be on the exterior of the house. So we're going to line this up flush and nail it flush right into the point of the jamb extension. Now we do the same to the other side. In order to cut the top piece, I'm going to get the measurement from point to point, and we got 40 inches exactly, and now this is going to be to the long point of each side of the 45. Now that we got this cut, we're going to place it into place. And you can see we want to line up our 45s right into this point. We're going to shoot a nail here to hold it into place. And rinse and repeat down the whole piece of trim. And what I like to do here at these 45s is place it tight together, then shoot a nail to keep that together tight. This is the appearance of the brick mold after it is installed onto the jamb extension. You can see it looks very nice and uniform. Now that we have the jamb extended and the trim on, the threshold will need extended, but we're going to install it into the opening first because you install it after the fact. Now we have everything here ready to go. We have our liquid nails to put down for setting the door. We have our level, and now we're going to install it in this opening that we have cut out. I'm going to do a time lapse, then explain to you what we are doing in the time lapse. To install the door, you need to carry it to the exterior of the house. Place liquid nails down where the threshold is going to sit. That's going to help support and seal the bottom of the threshold. We're then going to set it into the opening, and as I place it in the opening, he's going to make sure that it is setting center. I then use the screws that came in the screw pack, place one in each hinge, and after I installed one in each hinge, I made sure I placed one right where the latch is going to be. That's very important to increase the security of the door. I then shimmed it tight so that there is no space where the screws are setting. And when placing the screws, you want to make sure that it is plumb and level and that your reveals around the door compared to the jamb are even. I'm now going to install the threshold extension. Now I need to make sure that you get the correct size for your door. This is a 36-inch door, so we made sure we got the 36-inch. So if you have a 32-inch door, make sure you get it for a 32, and I'll put a link to this in the description below or tag it in the video. Before installing it, you'll notice that there is just a slight difference between the deck and the subfloor. So I'm going to place liquid nails there to support the edge of the threshold. Now, if you have a big lip here, some people have a 2-inch lip, a 3-inch lip, etc. You want to make sure you fill that in with pressure treated wood or some type of support. But because there's such a small difference here, we're just going to place our liquid nails down to support the very edge. Before placing the threshold extension, we need to place sealant right here in this lip, so that way it seals the difference between the original threshold and the extension. So place sealant right in here. So that's going to be important to keep this watertight. I'm also going to place just a little bit in here. When we place this in, it locks into the threshold here at the bottom. So we got to come in at this angle, then snap it into place. And you may have to flex these edges out to get it into position. And now we can wipe the silicone off or let it set up and cut it off later. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off now. A shim works well because it will not smear it. While the liquid nails is sitting up underneath, I'm going to place a board here with a little weight on it, and that's going to help keep that down tight against that liquid nail bead. And when it sets up, we're going to remove the weight. So I'm going to let this set up overnight before removing this, just to make sure everything's down flat and smooth. I'll place a link in the description below to this exact door, and I also offer a channel membership, and that is a course membership to where there are course videos on there where we started this house. If you'd like to check it out, you can scan the QR code on screen or link in the description. This video was targeted on how to install the Jamb extension and threshold. Now, if you need to see a detailed video on actually how to install an exterior door, check out this video. It'll help you out.